Welcome to Tech Tuesday, a weekly series where we discuss some awesome tech cards as well as help make you a better player. This week's card is Time Space Trap Hole, an extremely powerful trap card that's going to help you win against any matchup in the game. Time Space Trap Hole has a really simple effect. When your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters from either their hand or extra deck, you activate Time Space Trap Hole and you shuffle those monsters back into the deck, or if they're from the extra deck, they just go back into the extra deck. And then you lose 1,000 life points for each monster shuffled back in this manner. Now, why is this card a good tech card? Well, let's look at some of the best decks of the format and see how we can best use Time Space Trap Hole to our advantage. Time Space Trap Hole is amazing against the Burning Abyss matchup for several different reasons. The first reason is that you can send back their extremely powerful extra deck monsters right back into the extra deck. Monsters like Dante, like Virgil, and there's two benefits of that. The first is that you're not sending them to the graveyard, so you're preventing them from triggering and letting your opponent gain further advantage. And the second reason is that since they're not going to the graveyard, your opponent can't cycle Dante and Virgil with a monster like Sir, which is one of their best plays. What's also good about the Burning Abyss matchup is that you can spin back monsters that they special summon from their hand. This applies to all of the Burning Abyss monsters, which might not really seldomly be used a whole lot, but it could come in handy. But more importantly, you can use it to spin back a monster like BLS, and that is huge. Moving into Shaddolls. Similarly to Burning Abyss, Shaddolls have a really powerful extra deck at their disposal. And so you can use Time Space Trap Hole to spin back monsters like Window, like Construct, like Shekinaga, like Grista, whatever you want to spin back. You have the ability to do that with Time Space Trap Hole. And you're preventing them from adding a Shaddol Fusion or else Shaddol Fusion back to their hand since you're not sending it to the graveyard. And finally, Time Space Trap Hole is incredible in the Clipboard matchup, because a carefully timed Time Space Trap Hole can just totally seal you a win. Now, if your opponent decides to just go totally ham and pendulum summon all their monsters, going for the OTK, if you just flip up your Time Space Trap Hole, sure, you might lose 3, 4, 5,000 life points, but you're shuffling all of their resources back into their deck. And they are just going to be in a really bad position because they're going to have no way to recover those resources quick enough to recover. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Time Space Trap Hole. I think it is an incredible card at the moment. And the best thing about it is it's really effective against any deck that utilizes the extra deck, which, if you're talking about a competitive environment, that means every single deck imaginable. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We'll see you next week.